Hi, Madyson. It's Dad. One of these days you'll see this. If not here on YouTube, then when I show them all to you when you're older. Either way, I wanted to start making these as kind of a way that even though we're not sitting face to face, I can still talk to you as if we're face to face. So that's what I'm doing through these. You are not quite 15 yet. It's only January in 2018, but your birthday's coming up soon. Funny thing is, this guitar I'm holding right here, I've had since I was your age. And I'm 33 now. I'll be 34 this year, so almost 20 years. And when your mom, Sigourney, your mom, was pregnant with you, you seemed to always want to be awake and moving around when it was time for us to go to bed. And it drove her nuts. And for me, it was kind of funny. But, it wasn't fun for her. So, I would pull out this here guitar and I would play this song that I'm about to play. And I would bet money that if you could have come out singing this song, you definitely would have. It is probably to this day still ingrained in your brain. I'll bet you still like this song to some degree or another, but probably aren't sure why. This is why. It's what you heard so many times, and I could try to play other songs, and you just weren't having it. This song, for whatever reason, did it every time. There were some other songs I'd play, and you'd start kicking more, and I'm like, okay. So I'd always come back to play this song, and it would always chill you out. I'll bet now, today, if you're upset about something, this song probably still chills you out. And I haven't played this song in a long, long time, ever since you were taken from us back in 2004. It was finalized in 2005, but you were initially taken from us in 2004. And I haven't played it since, until right now. Because I can't, I couldn't. The memory it's tied to, even though the song has nothing to do with that at all, the memory it's tied to just made it to where I didn't even want to, I haven't listened to it, I haven't, nothing. Anytime it's come on the radio, I change it. Anytime it comes up in my playlist, I change it. I can't do it. So, I might mess it up, don't know. I hope not. I'm not even going to say what it's called because I know you know what it is. I know you know what it is. Here we go. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. In good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. I love you, kiddo. Your dad misses you a lot. I always have. I don't care what you've been told. Mom and Dad always wanted you. Mom and Dad have always loved you. Mom and Dad fought hard for you. We fought and did everything we could in a system that was rigged against us from the get-go. When you have that many years in service with other corrupt political people who run a city, run a state, run a country, whatever, in this case run a city, as messed up as that city is, there's no reason to believe that they're not all corrupt. In some way, shape, or form, they're all out doing something for themselves. We did everything we could, and the deck was stacked against us from the get-go, to the point where our lawyer quit. She said, "There's no way you're going to win. No way. You have no chance." And we fought against every single odd. All the accusations were proven false, but there were false reports turned in, no actual evidence ever turned in, and somehow the judge ruled in her favor, even with no evidence to back up her accusations. You were stolen from us. You were kidnapped. And it has torn us apart. The only reason I haven't been there, because your grandma won't let me be there. Because she knows that I'm going to tell you the truth. And I'm not going to lie. She can't control me. I'm not going to lie and tell her the crap that she's been having your mom tell you. Like, she's your sister. She's not your sister. You don't have any siblings. You are our only child. Zach is not your brother. He's your uncle. I'm sure you don't remember my mom at all, who took care of you so much. Sandy didn't do any of the getting up late at night, any of the hard stuff that comes with having a child. She didn't do any of that with you. Shouldn't have to. And she didn't want you for you. She wanted you to use you as a tool to split me and your mom up. So for her to tell you that your mom gave you up for some man, that's bullcrap. Your mom didn't give you up. Neither did I. You were taken from us and used as a tool against us. And the fact that your mom didn't leave me because she knew she couldn't get you back. Your mom can't legally adopt. Your grandma can't legally adopt you and then turn around and give you back to your mom. That's not how that works. And your mom's not stupid enough to believe that. She knew that wasn't going to happen. So if she left me, all that would happen is her and I would be split. She would still not have you. Because your grandma wants to control everybody, as I'm sure you know. Because she's controlling you. She won't let you do anything on your own on the internet. And she tells you it's because, well, there's dangerous stuff out there. Sure there is, but that's not the real reason. She doesn't want you to find us. She's doing everything in her power to keep you from finding us. So, I'm going to do, I have sat back for a long, long time and let her have her way. Because what good does it do to fight her when you're a small child? None. She ruined our lives. It took us years to recover from the financial disaster she put us through. It made me homeless, made us homeless, but your mom went to go stay with your grandpa, Steve, your grandma's first husband, who she had your mom and your uncle with. who I'm sure she's never talked about. So I took your mom to go live with her dad because I didn't want her to have to deal with being homeless. And I went out and toughed it out and lived out of my car for over a year. So your grandma, who has been having you call her your mom for so long, didn't rescue you. She destroyed your family. She destroyed us. Now, we have rebuilt. We are fine now. Everything's been fine for a number of years. But it took us a few years to recover from what she did to us. She literally destroyed us. Now, I am glad that you're doing well in school and everything's going well on that part. That's all fine, well, and good. But that happening is not because you're with her. That happening is because you're making the choices to do those things. Had you gotten to stay with us, your mom and dad, being the person that you are, you would still be doing well in school. You are making those choices. And I'm proud of you for that. I just hope that after all this time, the brainwashing doesn't take over from being inquisitive and wanting to know things. Because if you're anything like Dad, and I know you still at least a little bit are, no one can take DNA away from you. As much as she would love to take my DNA out of you, she can't. So if you're any more like me, when someone tells you something, you're generally going to want some sort of proof of it. You're not going to just believe something someone tells you because they say it. And that inquisitiveness is the only hope I have of you ever wanting to come find us. So I really hope that all the crap she's fed you hasn't led you down a path that you don't want to really know what happened and really know Mom and Dad. Obviously, I'm not dead. I know at one point, or I heard at one point through the grapevine that you were being told I was dead. If I was, I sure came back to life pretty quick. That's cool. I wish I knew how to pull off that power whenever I wanted. I'm definitely not a drug addict, never have been. She has no proof of that. I'm not an alcoholic. She has zero proof of that, and we'll never get any of that either. I certainly don't have anger issues, because if I did, I wouldn't be able to have all the licenses and stuff that I have for my job. And there's also never been anything diagnosed with that. Now, if you make me angry enough, yeah, I can get pretty scary. But I am nowhere near what she's tried to tell you I am, just this walking ball of hate and rage and anger. Yeah, everything you've been told about me your entire life has been a lie. Every single thing. Literally every single thing. There isn't one thing you could possibly tell me that you've been told that I would tell you is true. It's all been a lie. You have you don't know anything about your dad other than, I'm sorry, let me correct myself. I play guitar. That much is true. But other than that, I don't think you've ever been told a single truth about me ever. And that's super sad. You don't know your dad simply because your grandma doesn't want you to. That's not right. You should have the right to make up your own mind about your dad. Because again, if it weren't for her literally stealing you from us, you would be with us. So, anyway, I'm not going to make this a long, long rant any longer than it already has been. I just want you to know that nothing you've been told is true. Your dad loves you very much. And I still cry over you at night. And you're to the age now, by the way, which this is something else she doesn't want you to know. You're at the age where if you really wanted to, you could walk into a courtroom and say, I don't want to live with her anymore. I want to be back with my parents. And there's nothing she can do to stop it. But I know that's not going to happen because the chances of you seeing this video before you're 18 are super slim, if not zero altogether. And Sandy, since I know you're watching this too, you can say what you want about this. I'm done playing your lying game and playing your little back and forth thing. Go ahead and try to say I'm lying. Please. I would love to hear your excuses to try and explain all of this away. But anyway, I love you, sweetheart. Daddy will see you soon. So sooner or later, anyway. At some point, I'll see you. Don't know when, but okay. Love you, kid. Keep doing good.